Welcome to Skyline High School for Skyline and Huron football. I'm Pete Porter along with Kevin Bryant with all the play-by-play action here on City TV Sports. How you doing tonight, Kevin?
I am great. First time at Skyline High. Can't wait to see a nice match tonight.
And the ball is caught by Skyline at the 2-yard line. Up over the 10, 15, breaking out. 40, 45, 50. Down the sideline. He's got one man to beat. And he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Skyline!
Franklin Purcell busting onto the scene. I love the neon socks and the shoes, and he's showing up for everybody on the stands, man. That was beautiful.
Kevin, we might have a burn burner on our hand. Opening kickoff, 98-yard return for a touchdown, and Skyline ahead, 6-0.
You know, when we were looking over some of the statistics of these games, both teams struggle a little bit on the defensive end, but as we're seeing right here, Pete, it might be even on the special teams where the tackling is an issue with these teams.
Now Skyline will line up for the extra point. Snap, ball down, kick on the way, and it's good. So tack on another point for the Eagles as they take the opening kickoff, 98 yards, and they lead Huron, 7-0.
You know, sometimes when you're looking at a kickoff return, the scoreboard clock doesn't really tell you how fast young Purcell was moving. But Franklin was getting up. I mean, he was just scooting on the left sideline, right near side by his team. Good blocking. I think on that return, though, you saw Huron really push a lot of guys over to the far side of the field away from the press box. Opened up a great lane for him to return.
Well, the Eagles can't ask for anything better than that to open this game 7-0 with 15 seconds gone in the first quarter.
Nothing really takes the wind out of your sails than an opening kick return, and you're on the road.
Well, the River Rats back on their heels early as Skyline gets ready to kick it off. It's going to be really important for the River Rats to get a good drive going, move down the field, and try and respond.
Well, you know, when Skyline accepted the punt or the kickoff, they wanted to put their offense on the field first. So you're right. If Huron can come out and establish a long drive, maybe that will stymie some of the momentum that the Eagles have.
A kickoff to the 10-yard line, picked up there over the 20, 25, and out to the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, you can see that nice return there. He's going up the left side there. And watch this right here. He's going to outrun the angle. Sweet.
And dive in for the touchdown. So the River Rats 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Freshman quarterback for the Rats, Josh Jackson.
Jackson takes the snap, quick handoff right up the middle. And the carry out to the 35-yard line. Good carry on first down, 5 yards on the pickup. Q Smith on the carry for the River Rats.
Great pickup there on first down. That's exactly what you want. You get you a nice little – now you have the option on second down, Pete, of really throwing the ball or even just keeping it on the ground.
Well, Jackson under center. Takes the handoff, quick snap to the wide receiver around the end. It's going to be good for a 3-yard pickup. Dan Hugan with the carry, so it'll make up a 3rd and short. Got about 2 yards to go for the Rats.
Rats tried to do a little reverse there. Sometimes you see that receiver get a little bit more steam coming down the line of scrimmage when he gets that handoff. That way he's at top speed. That time it looks like Hugan was kind of jogging a little bit.
So an early big 3rd down for the Rats. There's a snap, handoff right up the middle over the 40-yard line. Still fighting for yards out to the 44, and that's going to be good for a first down and more.
A little extracurricular activity after the play there. Some guys jumping on the pile. First down, River Rats.
You know, it's something I've noticed a little different from the past years for Huron's offense. They're more of a standard set offense. They've ran out of the shotgun a lot in the past couple of years, and a little bit of a change as the quarterback going under center.
I wonder if that is an indication of this guy being a freshman quarterback, maybe coming out of some little league play. He isn't familiar with catching the snap from center and the shotgun.
Excellent observation, Kevin. That could be it as well. Jackson drops back to pass, short pass out to midfield. Ball carrier still with it, ball on the turf.
I think that might have went out of bounds, though.
And the ball out of bounds at the Skyline 43-yard line. Call it the 42.
Nice pass there by Jackson. Good tight spiral. Put it in the, when you're a quarterback like that, 2-3 step drop, let it go. And he aimed right at his head. Good pass.
And good for another Huron first down.
Well, just what we were talking about, Pete, after that opening kickoff return, Huron needs to come out and establish themselves with a good opening drive themselves.
Yeah, possess the ball.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Take some time.
Well, Jackson surveys the defense, gets up under center once again. Man in motion. There's the snap and the handoff right up the middle once again. And it's going to be a short gain on first down for Q Smith. Give him a couple of yards on the play, making it second down and 8.
Good play there by the defensive lineman, Cody, getting in the backfield. And it looked like one of the linebackers actually timing the snap because he got right up in there when he saw the motion coming down the line.
Well, in the first couple of attempts by Huron running up the middle, they got good yardage.
Yeah.
So Skyline's starting to make sure, watch their keys and be ready for that play.
Well, we saw the speed on the Eagles side with that return. Maybe they're just trying to plow down at him. Straight ahead.
Now Jackson in the pistol, takes the snap, throws it to the left, caught. And that's going to be down to the 39-yard line.
Another nice pass there by Jackson.
Call it the 34. A yard short of the first down, so a 3rd and 1.
Nice poise out of a freshman quarterback to take that step back, and actually good line play because he had good vision to see his receiver.
Very methodical drive. Big third down here for Huron, deep in Skyline territory. Tight formation for the River Rats. There's the snap, handoff right up the middle. And I think he was stuffed. I don't think he got it. He's short. No gain on the play. It's going to set up 4th down.
Boy, Ballard came right through for the Eagles, number 56 there. I mean, Devon was in the hole before the ball carrier had the ball that time. Well, here we go. The Rats might be going for it. You never know, because this could be one of those times where the coach gets the quarterback in the gun and quick kick it.
Well, they could certainly put Skyline in a deep hole possession-wise, or field position-wise. He's looking back to pass. He's going to throw it. It's caught. The receiver gets free. And he's going to be out right around the 25-yard line. Mark him at the 27. Good for another River Rat first down. Big play.
Yeah, well, even if Terry Jackson for the Eagles comes up and makes a solid tackle, it looked like even on the reception he had enough room or enough yardage for the first down there.
At Daniel Hugon on that reception. Well, 1st and 10 for the Rats at the Skyline 27-yard line. So it didn't take long for them to put Jackson in the gun.
No.
Kind of a pistol look, really.
It really is a pistol look with the running back only a yard behind him.
There's the snap and the handoff to the end, around the end, inside the 25. Down at the 22, gain of 4 yards on the play.
Nice to see Hugon on the edge there come out and make a good block to spring the running back coming off tackle.
Dwayne Boyd
not only
on
has
the
good
carry.
hands. Well, on this 3rd and medium, I would like to see Coach Gildersleeve dial up another quick pass. Starting out 3 for 3, Jackson.
2nd and 6. Yeah, Jackson under center. Boyd in motion. There's the handoff. A little misdirection play up the middle by Huron. And he's inside the 25.
Medulla Bay read that counter action very well there, coming off of the play action from Huron. That always catches you when the first time you see a counter. He must have been working on that in practice.
Oh, ball placed just inside the 20-yard line. That's going to set up like a 3rd and a short 2.
And based on the last downs, Huron may even go for it on 4th if it's short.
Jackson gets a snap, drops back to pass, a little short pass into the flat, caught, and down near the 10-yard line. Flag on the play.
Nice play there. The receiver ran off of the outside linebacker and opened it up for the swing pass to the running back, but this may come back.
It's holding on Huron. So it's a spot foul from the spot of the hold. The ball will be at the 24-yard line, and it's going to set up 3rd and long, about 8 yards for the River Rats.
Again, Jackson has been perfect on the evening going to the air. Wouldn't assume Coach Gildersleeve would go anywhere else but to the air this time. 3rd and long.
Well, Jackson under center. Gets the snap, quick handoff. It's a little double reverse action, but Skyline right there to stuff that. And looks like we have a loss on the play.
I really don't like the call there. They've been successful putting the ball in the air, tried to do some trickeration, and it looks like everyone on that play were out of position.
Well, you know, it looked like the runners were just a little too close to the line of scrimmage for that play to develop.
Well,
any of the defensive linemen and linebackers get through the line, they're right there to make the play.
And you have to have good handles on as a running back to catch the handoff and give it away right away.
Oh, 4th and 10, and the River Rats are going to go for it. Jackson in the pistol. He gets the snap, looks to pass, looking out far to the right. It's caught, but he's tackled immediately. And it's going to turn over on downs to the Eagles.
Well, you've heard it before, Pete. You can't run a 2-yard route on a 4th and 10 and think that you're going to dodge everybody and make a first down. Really don't like the play there unless that was the only option that Jackson had.
Yeah, only a gain of about 5 yards on the play. The defender for Skyline was right there to make the tackle. Yeah, that play really depends on an open receiver or having to make an open field play trying to avoid the tackle. And Skyline was right there. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 22-yard line. Long bomb down the right sideline. He's open. He's got it. And he's out of bounds near the Skyline 40-yard line.
Is that Wilson out there, or was that number 10?
37-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, it looked like it was Jack Clark out there on the reception. Nice pass there by the quarterback. He really let the kid run up under the ball and corral it in.
Jack Clark, a multi-sport star here at Skyline. He's played basketball in the past. Oh, 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the Huron 40-yard line. Shotgun play, handoff right up the middle, and very little gain on that play. Jawan Jones on the carry. And really just over the 40, really no gain on that play. Still set up 2nd down and 10.
Good wrap up there by number 25 for the Rats. Chris Mercer came up and really wrapped him up. Not just hitting. Got to see what you're hitting out there, son. Good job.
Pre-snap penalty. Looks like we have offsides on Huron.
You know, that's a new call this year where they're stopping it if they're lined up in the neutral zone. Back in the day, that would just be a play where you had the option of a free play, basically.
Right. Well, Crawford in the gun once again. 2nd and 5. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Heaves a long pass down the left sideline. Wide open and caught for another Skyline touchdown. Purcell Franklin on the catch. And
Busted
it's Skyline
coverage.
13 and Huron nothing.
Busted coverage there by the River Rats. He just snuck up the sideline. He went on a streak pattern, really, and it looked like the cornerback took the wrong route. He followed the receiver going up the seam, and there you go. Just an easy lob touchdown pass for the Eagles. Well, something had to give. Both teams are giving up a lot of points on the defensive end, and right now it looks like the Eagles are the ones that are finding their groove early.
Well, the name of the game so far has been big plays by the Eagles.
And some mistakes. You know, Huron was in a good position. They get that penalty on 3rd down, a block in the back. It brings them back to 3rd and long. They don't convert on 3rd and long, go for it on 4th down on I think, a bad play, or at least a bad decision by the QB. And here you go. The defense allows the Eagles to march right back down, and they're really digging themselves a hole down 14-zip with still 3:45 on the first quarter clock.
River Rats are going to have to make some adjustments defensively, try and stop these big plays.
And when a team starts out the way the Rats have started out and the way the Eagles have started out, it's really easy for the mentality of the team to go, oh no, here we go again. So you would like to see a big play out of the Rats. They make this a contest.
Now Skyline ready to kick it off again. You're in a position to receive the kickoff. And the ball is on its way downfield. Just short kick. They'll come up the 10-yard and grab it over to the far sideline and down the far sideline.
He's got room.
To the 30, 35, and just short of the 40. Call him down at the 38-yard line. Good return.
Huron.
And Huron, Mr. Everything so far for the River Rats. We'll mark him out, mark him down at the 39. Huron will begin their first or second series rather from the 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
My apologies, Pete, but Huron really did move the ball well in that first series. Just a couple stumbles there, and it allowed the Eagles to get the turnover on downs.
There's a snap handoff right up the middle. Good gain over the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7.
With that 4-receiver spread there, really created some space in between the tackles and just a good quick handoff to the running back, and he picks up a very good gain on 1st down.
And Kevin, that's what worked for Huron in the first series.
Yeah.
Was those spread them out and run the ball up the middle. I think on their gadget plays, they need to run their receivers a little farther back from the line of scrimmage, try and let them develop, get some speed going, and try and get to the edge.
I like that.
They're too close to the line of scrimmage, and Skyline's busting through and breaking up the play. There's another handoff right up the middle once again. It's quarterback keeper.
Boy, for a freshman, Jackson's got some good size on him, 6'1".
I need to make a correction on that touchdown that was scored by Kane Tinkham for Huron. My bad. I'm having a slow start to the night.
Well, it's all that fresh air we're getting up here.
Bring up goes to Q Smith, hit right at the line of scrimmage by Devon Ballard. Joined there by Rodney Poore, brought down.
Eagle getting up a little late there. May got his bell rung. You know, they're keeping an eye on players when they go down, and they're staying down on the turf a little bit longer than normal.
We got 4th down and a long one for Huron.
Big decision here, really, because you're going for it. You're really saying something about your defense. You know, by going for it at midfield, basically in your own territory, you're really saying something about your defense.
And with 1:35 left on the clock in the first quarter, what you're saying is
you're desperate.
We're desperate, yeah. You're reading my mind, Kevin.
Maybe somebody got in Coach Gildersleeve's ear and said, you know, it really is just the first quarter, Coach.
Right. So they're going to take a timeout. Both teams will head to the sideline. And maybe Huron will rethink their decision to go for it.
And that's not a short yard either. That's a full yard, maybe even a yard and a little bit.
Yeah.
And the last couple times that Huron has gone up the middle, they've been stuffed. I think, you know, unless they're spreading it out, I like the quick swing pass, actually, because there was no one out there on the first possession that Huron had, and they got the block in the back. Run some type of similar action, or let's bring Jackson out to the outside. Make him a dual threat where he has the option of passing and running. Just plowing up the middle, I'm not sure if that's going to do it right now.
Oh, Huron heading back onto the field. We'll see what they elect to do after their timeout. Josh Jackson, quarterback for the Riverettes, back on the field. Well, it looks like they're going to go for it.
Out of that tight formation.
And there's a quick hitter right up the middle.
Oh, it's going to be close.
And they're going to give him to midfield, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Wow, that was – wow.
Rodney Poor leads the tacklers for the Eagles. They're going to spot the ball at midfield.
You know, I saw something on HBO last year, Pete, that it was just similar to that call by Coach Gildersleeve where the team never went for it on fourth down, didn't like the punt, did not put anybody back on a punt. They just they played 4 downs of football, similar like you're playing a video game. That's what I saw out there.
No, what you were watching on HBO was the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders tryouts. That's what you were watching. Just tell the truth.
That was later.
But that's a nice story.
Later.
Later. After 10 o'clock, as they say.
That was boxing after dark.
Jackson looks deep.
Oh, he's
the
open.
Right sideline. He's got a man open, and he overthrows him. Q Smith out there, and he was open.
Yeah, Dwayne Boyd's got to keep running. He turned and tried to locate the football, and I really like the way that Jackson put it out there. He let him. He put it over his shoulder. That's a flag pattern. You got to run if you're the receiver right to the sideline. Don't look up while you're running. Run there and then locate the ball. He was wide open.
because the ball's already in the air at that point. Well, Jackson in the pistol. Takes the snap. And the handoff straight up the middle to Smith. Good gain over the 45-yard line down to the 43. Gain of 7 on the play.
Good call there. Really working off of some of your early play calls there for the River Rats. Nice draw.
Got third and a short 3, or a long 2, if you will.
You know, from the Huron quarterback each time running over to the sideline. I haven't seen that in a while. A lot of teams signal plays in or bring someone else in.
Under 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jackson under center. He gets the snap, hands it off right up the middle. And Smith bursts through the line for a good gain all the way down to the 35-yard line. That's going to be good for another Huron first down. So Huron really doing a good job possessing the ball and winning the time of possession battle, but they are going to have to stop Skyline on their big plays.
Well,
they're going to have to start converting these long drives into points.
Yeah, well, big plays as well as mistakes. You know, that's been the story of the first quarter for the River Rats.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. After 1 quarter of play, it's Skyline 14 and Huron 0 here on City TV Sports.
Locally owned and operated Domino's store to give you 15% off the menu price and donate 25% paid an additional 25% to support the Eagles. Other days a week, we are donating 10% of this sale. Just use the code Skyline when calling your order.
Okay, we couldn't have picked a better night for a football game. Great weather, good crowd.
Especially when you decided you wanted to broadcast out in the elements like all the camera guys and to tough it out like they do.
That's what we do.
So we're here on top of the booth broadcasting out in the elements and really could not expect a better evening. We actually lucked out. We didn't get the hurricane blowing or the sub-zero temperatures or anything like that.
Where we could have
really
had a garbage bag over the microphones and the monitor. Nice.
Hey, we're up here on the top. We're braving it like the guys, but we lucked out with the choice of the evening. It's beautiful. We got nearly a full moon up.
Yeah.
And just a perfect night for football. So we're about ready to get the second quarter underway. Teams switch sides. It's a 2nd and 10. There's a pass out wide, caught.
He might go. Oh, good tackle.
Over the 25-yard line. Mark him down at the 23-yard line. And another here on first down. Great catch by Hugon, and good run after the catch by him.
Well, I really like the way that Jackson leads his receivers. He doesn't throw where they're at. He throws where they're going.
They just have to run to the ball and collect it in and keep moving.
Definitely does not remind me of a freshman quarterback. Does have 5 games under his belt.
Oh, Jackson under center gets a snap handoff right up the middle. Short gain by Smith. Give him a couple of yards on the play.
Chop block there, looks like.
Maybe 1 yard. Legal block is the call on Huron, so that's going to back them up. Once again, they get down into good way into Skyline territory, and another penalty, and it's costly. This is a big one, 15-yarder for Huron. Chop block. That's going to push him all the way back to the 37-yard line, and they got first and, well, just about forever.
First and forever, but as the way Coach Gildersleeve's calling this game, this is 4-down territory already.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin.
Well, you would like to see these teams that haven't had too much success limit the penalties. I know that was the goal coming in. Had to be.
Yeah, Jackson in the pistol. Drops back to pass.
He's open.
Looking downfield. It's caught down to the 25-yard line.
You know, the Eagles don't mind them throwing the ball in front of them because they're coming up and making a solid tackle. A lot of space there by the cornerback.
14 yards on the pickup. Almost got all that penalty yardage back, so it's going to set up 2nd and 12 from the 25. That's on the near hash.
A lot of times coaches want to take a shot at the end zone while they have a little bit of room. Wouldn't be surprised if they didn't go in the end zone here.
Jackson looking downfield over the middle and nearly caught. Big hit there.
Actually, that was his second receiver because he was staring down Hugon again on the wide side, but it looked like Marcus Wallace for the Eagles was all over him and made Jackson go to his secondary receiver. Big wallop on that hit, though.
There's the hit.
Nice.
And knocked it away. And that'll make it 3rd and 12 for the River Rats.
Man coverage.
Well, Jackson gets a snap, looking downfield, over the middle, caught down at the 15-yard line. That's going to be short of the first down marker. It'll set up about 4th and 2, and as we know, I don't think they're sending the field goal unit on the field.
No, not at all. A better pass there, and I think the receiver might have gotten the first down. A little low on the toss there by Jackson. Big 4th down here.
Jackson under center. Gets the snap. He's dropping back to pass. Short pass. Makes one man miss, too. Now he's down near the 5-yard line. Q Smith on the reception. Avoided the initial tackle, which would have been in the backfield, and got enough yards for the first down and more.
Oh, I mean.
I'll mark him down at about the 7-yard line.
Oh, check out Smith right here.
Call it the 6.
First on the swing pass, and then makes a man miss, and then he bowls that guy. I like that, and then work the legs,
And then he carries additional tacklers with him all the way down to just outside the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Rats. Huge play for them at this time of the game.
Oh, yeah, because, you turn over on downs there, and momentum is getting on the school bus and going across town.
And we're talking about this with still a whole half to play.
Yeah.
And more than half of the second quarter. But I think the tone's been set by the Eagles. There's the handoff around the end to the wide side of the field, 5-yard inside, touchdown.
There you go, Rats.
Q Smith with the end around. Oh, that was Boyd on the carry. And he goes untouched into the end zone. And that's a big, huge score for Huron.
Oh, just what the doctor ordered. I mean, not only do you get on the scoreboard, but now you can get, as a team that has got a donut in the win column, that makes you feel real good about your chances here tonight.
So I'm guessing that Huron doesn't have a kicker because they're running the swinging gate play. Here comes Jackson back on the field.
I think I've seen this play work once, 40 years, because that's what usually happens.
Now, Skyline covering every man, so really, unless Jackson were to keep the ball. And now they're setting up for the extra point. There's the snap. Kick is down and up.
Wide left.
And it is no good. So with 8:59 to play in the second quarter, it's Skyline 14 and Huron 6. Oh, unfortunate that Huron missed that extra point, but they do get on the board. And I think that was big for the psyche of the River Rats to be able to score. Take a nice long drive down the field. They overcame the big penalty and were able to put it in the end zone for the touchdown. And I'll guarantee you, they score again to make it 14-12, they're going for 2.
Oh, of course. It's on my mind as well. But what they're going to have to do right away is shore up that pass defense and not allow the Eagles to just roam free deep.
Yeah, this is going to be a big series for Huron on defense. And the kick is away, driving the receiver all the way back to his own goal line. And over the 15-20, down the sideline and out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And Skyline will be in business 1st and 10 from there.
26, where Skyline will take over 1st and 10.
I'll call it the 26.
Well, let's see if we can get some defensive pressure out of here, or if the Eagles are going to put it on the ground. In the air, they're successful. They go on the ground, they might churn this clock out and really demoralize the Rats.
It takes money to run these sports, and we couldn't do it without it. Thank you for your support of Skyline Athletics.
Well, we'll see how Skyline responds to that Huron score, and conversely, that pumps up the Huron defense and playing a little bit tighter defense, especially in pass coverage.
Boy, they're man up on the outside already.
So a handoff around end for Skyline. out to the 30 and down at the,
Purcell Franklin takes it around.
call it the 34-yard line.
Picks up a good chunk of yardage, about 7.
Now, Purcell Franklin's been a busy guy this half.
50.
Call it a gain of 8 on the play. Set up 2nd and 2.
Second down and 2.
Kind of an amoeba huddle there. Not really a hurry up.
A quarterback keeper right up the middle. Good yardage all the way out to the 45-yard line.
Runs it up the middle for a Skyline.
And that'll be good for Skyline first down.
Huron tacklers led by
Crawford's kind of small, and he could hide up under that big offensive line that Skyline has, and he kind of found a little crease there and scooted up for a first down.
Yeah, Crawford with some good speed. There's the snap, handoff. Runner over the right side, out to midfield, down to the 45, 40, 35, and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
picks up a Skyline first.
Only thing that stopped him was the sideline, because he was running through the arm tackles of the Rats on that play. Oh, you can see it here. I mean, on the end around, he just outruns the defensive end. Bad technique. You always want to set the edge as a defensive end. And look at how he just scoots up the sideline.
24-yard gain on the pickup for Willie Elam. And it'll be first down for the Eagles from the Huron 31-yard line. There's the snap, dropping back to pass. Crawford downfield. And it's open and caught inside the 5-yard line.
Tie goes to who?
What are they calling? Referees are conferring.
Is this Monday Night Football?
Kind of looks like it. Simultaneous catch. Who's got it?
Oh, they're going to give it to the hometown.
And they're going to give the catch.
That's exactly what it is. Simultaneous catch always goes to the offense. And it looked like on the ground there is when the Rat player tried to strip it out of his hand.
Looked like Jack Clark on the catch.
That was an incredible catch. Wow. See, you folks at home get the benefit of the replay.
Oh, it's first and goal from just inside the 5-yard line for the Eagles. Another big play. A quarterback keeper right up the middle, and he scores for the touchdown. Askery Crawford on the keeper right up the middle, and Skyline scores to make it 20-6 Eagles.
Unfortunate for Coach Gildersleeve that Roger Goodell didn't replace these officials, because that might have gone the Huron way.
Well, fortunately, unfortunately, there's a flag down in the end zone as well. No instant replay in high school football. Oh, extra point on tap. No flag on that play. Kick is up, and it's through the uprights. And Skyline leads 21-6 with 7:45 to go here in the third.
Well, these coaches did bring the offense. They didn't bring the defense tonight. The Eagles have played defense, but they've been more fortunate as far as Huron stubbing their toe, because this could easily be an even 14-14 game. Really, if you take away that opening kickoff return as well.
Right, or it could be a 21-14 game. Give the Eagles the kickoff return, but if Huron doesn't stub its toe on their first drive, they go in and score, and it could be just a one-score game.
Yeah, but mistakes, that's the hallmark card of a team that has been struggling. Mistakes as well as missed tackles on the opening kickoff, or somebody running for a reception and they're looking up in the air as opposed to running their route. Those are the things you have to correct on practice Monday through Thursday before you get out here on Friday and make it a success.
Well, at this point of the game, Huron's going to have to kind of open up the offense to try and keep pace with the Eagles, and hopefully the Eagles will make a mistake or two, and that can get Huron back in the game. Because at this point, Huron has not stopped the Eagles yet.
Sorry, I was looking at a bird fly over. I thought it was the eagle.
Might be. The eagle did make its appearance before the game. And the kickoff all the way down to the goal line. And they tried to
too much
trick the Skyline Eagles, but the runner touched in the end zone, so that's a touchback.
Joke's on you, Jack.
Well, again, these are the kinds of things that a young, struggling team makes. And hopefully they can learn from these kinds of things and make sure that they're in the right spot at the right time to make these kinds of plays.
You probably heard this before, but the KISS method. I think that's what they need to do right now. Just keep it simple, as opposed to trying to, the trickeration right there. We need some motivation, not trickeration.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Rats at their own 20-yard line. Jackson gets the snap. There's the handoff. And a good job by Huron avoiding the first couple of tackles. But again, Skyline's right in the backfield to make those tackles with the runner so close to the line of scrimmage. And really, they're not going to – they're going to get a 1-yard loss on it, so they'll make it 2nd and 11.
I don't like the formation. Maybe the play, but not the formation. Let him get ahead of steam. He seems like he's not up to speed. And on the flip side of that, the Eagles are just screaming through.
I'd rather they have it where he's in motion and the quarterback pitches him the ball.
Something different.
So he's a little bit farther outside when he receives the ball. Yeah, because
he's slowing down when he's trying to get the handoff.
Right, and he's right at the center position when he's getting that ball. Oh, 2nd 11. Jackson drops back to pass, looking downfield, can't find anybody. Scrambling. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be tackled for no gain or maybe a yard. Another flag down.
Boy, this really can't make the
and it's holding on Huron.
Man.
And behind me, I can hear the screams of agony from the Huron faithful. Or maybe there's just kids playing on it.
Either or. They're doing a little bit more tackling behind us than they're doing in front of us right now. I don't think Coach Gildersleeve is happy with the call there on that play there. He's got some discussions going on with the official. And if the last series was a big series for Huron to get on the board, they really cannot afford to get a 3 and out or even just turn the ball back over quickly to the Eagles here. Going the wrong direction,
2nd and 20 is the down and distance for Huron. Jackson in the pistol once again. Gets the snap. Quick handoff. Looked like that went to Q Smith, but he's corralled quickly by the Eagle defense.
Well, that first play, the first time they ran that draw, it was successful. But without a sustained downfield passing attack, a draw is really not going to slow down the defense. They're just going to grab somebody on their way back to the quarterback.
Well, no gain on the play. So now it's 3rd and 20. And I hope for Huron's sake, if they don't make it, that they punt the ball.
I'm thinking the same thing, Pete. I was like, wait a minute. Will he go for it on 4th here?
Well, we're about to find out on 3rd and 20 what the play call is. Jackson's going to go up under center for this play.
Looks for
he gets the snap.
Fumble. Fumble.
Fumble.
Fumble.
And a pickup by the defense and a score for Skyline.
He never had it.
Willie Elam with the pickup as the exchange was never cleanly made. Ball on the turf. Elam picked it up and ran it in. And Skyline leads 27-6.
Okay, so you can see it right here on the replay. Look, pops right in the air and right into the defender's hand. No, that's a return, I think. That can't be that's a fumble, right?
That's a fumble.
That's a fumble.
Player never had the ball in
his
possession.
Well, it wasn't a forward pass, so
right,
it has to be a fumble.
The Eagles' nest being very unfriendly to the River Rats. And Skyline's going to take a timeout before the extra point. Interesting timeout here with 5:49 to go in the half.
Yeah, what's the decision here?
I don't think there's any decision.
Just ahead of the coach.
Get ready to kick off again.
We really haven't gone backwards as far as the offense is concerned, so you kick the point.
Are all the Skyline players tired from running around, so they need a little.
Was the kicker in the restroom?
Did
he take a restroom?
Is it orange slice timeout? Or
5:49 it is.
Well, maybe they're going early because they're leading by so much.
Yeah, or maybe they want to get someone else in to kick that hadn't kicked before. Who knows? But that's an interesting timeout.
They're going to get everybody in the game. Managers, towel boys.
I think so. that eagle's going to fly in and catch a pass later.
What the eagle will do is it'll intercept the pass and take it
return
back for a touchdown. Yeah.
Well, we've had some exciting plays here. A kickoff return, a fumble return. The Eagles are really showing up tonight. Got to applaud that.
Long passes
Yes.
downfield.
Yes. Had a good week of practice and is showing out here on the field.
Yeah, earlier this year, Skyline lost to Pioneer 50-0, so this must feel really good to be on top of a laugher even this early in the game. Well, looks like Skyline's going for 2. And it didn't look like there was a whole lot of effort by the quarterback.
That looked like a broken play, if you ask me, because it looked like it was going to be either an option or a handoff. And look, you can see the receiver just zoom right by. The quarterback doesn't know what's going on. He kind of just falls down there.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's a 21-point game here.
Yeah.
With still 6 minutes almost left in the second.
I'm not sure what advantage Skyline would have going up 23, but maybe they wanted to try something that they might use later on in the season.
And let's think ahead. If they're going up 23, 8 times 3, because you want to try to keep ahead of what Coach Gildersleeve is probably going to do the rest of the night if his Rats are able to get in the end zone. Go for 2.
Kevin Bryant, star mathematician, up here, up on top of the booth.
Pie is
doing all the
next.
math up here. Me totally being ignorant of the 8 times 3 rule. So kudos to you, Kevin. But needless to say,
it's my smartphone. It has an app on it, man.
Skyline up 21 points here.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking.
And Skyline's coming over to the near hash to kick the ball off. Maybe they're going for the onside kick to get the ball back and score again before halftime. And the kick is going deep for Skyline. Receiver will get it at his own 3.
Oh, he's got room
over
out
the
there.
5, 10, 15, 20, over
Wow,
the 25.
what a hit.
Big hit over the 25-yard line.
And Terry Jackson, boy, came up and laid some wood. As a defender, you love that when an offensive guy doesn't see you coming from his blind side and you can just take him out.
So Mark Elam down at the 28. And Huron's going to have to regroup and try and get something on the board before the half runs out.
Well, they've tried a lot. They've tried trickeration. They've tried driving down the field. Not sure what Coach Gildersleeve has up his sleeve now.
Well, Jackson gets the snap, hands it off. And the runner slips and falls down shy of the line of scrimmage.
I think that was a 26-yard line that got him.
Oh, loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Either that or the guy that's running the sprinklers out there. Something just came out of nowhere and
little
tripped
home
him out.
cooking, huh?
Yeah, something.
Little dial up for the B-dubs, eh?
There you go. It's on my mind.
Well, not a good start for the River Rats. Jackson under center takes the snap, quick pass out into the flat, caught, avoids one tackler over the 25, 30, 40, 45, almost to the 45-yard line.
Brought down by Willie Elam.
Call him down at the 43.
Good run there after the catch by Hugon. Make one man miss, and good blocking downfield by his other receivers allowed him to pick up the first down.
They get the 40, just shy of the 43.
Again, Huron's been successful moving the ball. It's the mistakes that are slowing them down.
Mistakes are a sign of a young team, or a team that hasn't played together that much. Oh, Jackson gets a snap, drops back, quick pass. It's caught over midfield. That's going to be close to the first down marker. Looks like the referee's going to mark him down just a little bit short.
Well, I guess we know who Jackson's favorite target is. He's finding Hugon on all kinds of pass patterns.
Going to be about a yard short. Second and 1.
You know, Huron, I would think, needs to turn up the tempo a little bit, change it up a little bit. I still see the quarterback jog to the sideline, jog back in with the play. Guys, where's the sense of urgency?
Again, sign of a young team there, Kevin. You know, when they need to be a little bit more deliberate because they're inexperienced. There's the snap. Jackson back to throw once again. Nearly picked off.
If that pass is higher and on target, that's pick 6.
Yeah, Willie Elam has a second return for a touchdown.
There you go.
So it'll just bring up 3rd and 1. Call it a good break for the River Rats. I got to look for just about anything in this game for something positive.
Well, the one thing is another thing with throwing the ball. You're going to extend the game because if you don't complete the ball, the clock is going to stop. And being down 21 points, that should be at the top of the play sheet.
Lengthening the game, absolutely, Kevin. There's the snap. Looks like another kind of busted play. He turned around.
He's going to be about a half short.
It looks like a little bit of a loss on the play.
Stopped by Rodney Poor, Cody Zeisler. See where they spot it.
It's going to be a little bit closer to 4th and 2.
Wow, they spotted it backwards. If you see where the linesman came in at, he came in at about the 49 or 48 and a half. But the official spots it on the 50. Huron doesn't need that.
So we'll call it 4th and a long 2 for Huron. And they really have nowhere else to go but to go for it.
Yeah. This might be a good time for a timeout, Coach.
And you called it, Kevin. Huron calls the timeout. They're going to talk about it on the sideline to cook up this 4th down play. Skyline will do the same, try and prepare themselves for whatever the River Rats might throw at them.
Well, last time that Huron went for it on 4th down, after a timeout again, Coach Gildersleeve went to the draw, or really just a straight lead right off the guard. So let's see if he decides to go that route.
Certainly something better than the 3rd down play where it looked like someone was out of position.
Yeah, that was a busted
play. Because the quarterback
play.
turned and no one was there.
Yeah.
And he just tried to do a spin move and try and get as much as he could and ended up losing a little bit of yardage. 3:35 to play in the half.
Almost orange slice time. Love it.
Well, I think the coach might throw the orange slices on the floor in the Huron locker room, but maybe to motivate his players a little bit. Well, team's back onto the field. Huron gets the call. They're in the pistol once again. Jackson gets the snap, looks to throw, quick pass over the middle, and it's caught.
Jackson's pass is complete.
Yeah, mark him down at the 40-yard line. Good completion. Skyline all over it, but Jackson zipping the pass in there. And Huron gets another 1st down.
Good little skinny post here where you can see him coming in and he catch the ball and put 2 hands on the ball there. Good job, son.
Well, clock running, 3:15 to play in the half.
That looks like a legal formation.
Yeah, there's not enough guys in the backfield on that play.
No, there was only
There's a catch.
3 guys.
Out wide.
That looks like a face mask. Where's the penalty flag, guy?
Now runner down at the 40. Call it the 35. Oh, gain of 5 on the play.
Second down and 5.
Now Jackson will look over the defense one more time. Gets set in the pistol. There's a snap, drops back to pass. Swing pass. And it's just a little too far.
Ooh. Good, they called it
Smith.
incomplete. I was going to say, if he would have caught that, that was probably one of the worst things he could have done because the clock still runs. You lose a yard. Better off dropping the bad pass from the QB on that play.
Well, that'll set up 3rd and 5. 2:55 to play.
The Skyline Athletic Athletic Department would like to welcome Big George's Home Appliance Mart as a corporate partner. Big George's is a family-owned local business that has been serving.
Well, as silly as this sounds, if Huron is able to get a touchdown here, they do get the ball to start off the second half. So this is a big drive as far as what the Rats want to do or accomplish in this game.
There's a handoff right up the middle to Smith. He's going to get a couple of yards. Give him 3 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 2. Another 4th down play for Huron.
Again, I'm a little confused on the call there that you're being so successful just on the little short passes, and you're trying to preserve the clock going into the halftime here. You do a run play on the 3rd down, which sets up not a really solid 4th down play. If I'm the Eagles, I'm looking for that quick, skinny post again.
All spread formation.
Oh, and he's wide open on the skinny
receivers.
post. There they go.
Wide left, one right. Jackson in the pistol once again.
Here comes some pressure.
There's a snap, and he's tackled, and the ball's loose. Picked up by Skyline. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Skyline.
59-yard return there. You saw the Eagles bring the pressure. Number 28 for the Eagles comes in, and Moore leads with a big hit on the back. Nice play there by the Eagles, and unfortunate for the Rats.
Picked up by Khalil Madula Bay, and he scores the Skyline touchdown.
Boy, Terry Jackson just laid some wood on him. Wow. Backside, blind side. Wow. Ball just on the ground, and you know when it's rolling, a defensive guy loves to see nobody in front of him. The ball just bounced up into his arms. What a present.
So a flag on the play, holding on Skyline, to spot foul, no touchdown. It'll be Skyline possession.
Wow, that's usually something you don't see because the ball carrier was so far in front of all of the players. Why somebody would hold is beyond me.
And it's 1st and 10 from the Skyline 40, just inside the 45-yard line. So take away the touchdown.
Thank you, Mr. Official, from a former Rat. So now let's see if Huron can turn the tables and get a quick turnover on their end because they desperately need it.
2:02 to play here in the half. I'll say the River Rats dodged a bullet there.
Boy, they're going to throw the ball deep.
They got a spread formation, five wide set. There's the snap. Looking deep. Receiver open, caught at the 20. Still on his feet at the 15. Or check it, that's the 25.
I mean,
inside the 25 and down at the 23-yard line.
Pete, it's not rocket science or brain surgery. The guys they're playing man up. No help deep, and they're not fast enough to stay in front of these guys.
Right.
I don't like the defensive set that the Rats are in.
And they're just running to the open areas.
Oh, he could have passed.
And Crawford's delivering the ball.
Oh, right on the money.
Oh, 1st and 10 from the Huron 23-yard line. More big plays for the Eagles. They get one taken away. They make another one right on the very next down. Oh, Crawford dropping back deep to pass. Now a little flare out to the right. It's caught. Flag down.
Pass is complete to number 6, Purcell Franklin, brought down by Christopher.
Franklin on the catch. I'll mark him down.
Yeah, I think
at the 22-yard line.
We may even see it on the replay if we catch a replay of it, but it looked like there was some blocking early on the play there. And, oh, yeah, the legal motion. Wow, that was a weird call there because it did look like there was some blocking downfield before the pass was thrown.
Oh, penalty on Skyline, one of the few they've had this game. So that'll negate the play. Send them 5 yards back, and it'll be 1st and 15. There's the snap. Crawford's going to keep it right up the middle. And he's down to the 20-yard line. Mark him down at the 19.
Well, the big hog mollies up front for the Rats are just letting them just get blown off the line that time. The Eagles are doing some good job blocking.
I'll give Crawford a gain of 9 on that play. Set up 2nd and 6. Crawford in the pistol. He gets the snap a little low, but he drops back to pass, throwing it to the corner, and caught, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Skyline.
Wow, another busted coverage. Crawford throws to the side where the coverage is doubled up, and the Rats are playing Three Stooges out there.
And he just threw it up there, and the receiver just jumped up and caught it, brought it down.
Well, I think both Rats were kind of looking at each other saying, is this your man? I thought you were supposed to guard the guy in the inside.
Oh, Skyline will kick the extra points. It's in the air, and it's through the uprights and good. So that'll make it 34 for Skyline, and Huron 6 with just 1:03 to play here on the half.
It's actually 18-6. Purcell Franklin over the Rats. He's doing a job. 3rd touchdown of the first half for him.
So do the math again. Let's see, they're up by 28.
Hold on, let me tap my foot. That's
Well, I think the Eagles are having fun, and we certainly are up here. I don't know so much about the River Rats.
Well, you know, one great thing about losing like this across town is the drive home is short.
This is true. Well, there's the kick. A low line driver. Picked up at the 10-yard line.
Just
out
go,
over the 15,
man.
20, 25, 30, 35. Flag down. Looks like we're going to have probably a block in the back or some type of penalty on Huron, as the flag came from behind the play.
Oh, that official's really taking his sweet
It's going to
time,
negate a
isn't
good run back by the River Rats. Anything positive they seem to do really gets negated.
he signaled a penalty against Skyline, actually. But there was nobody down there.
The flag is down near the 20-yard line.
How can that
here
be
on
against
20-yard
Skyline?
line. This is
I'm
going to
not
be
sure.
against
This guy
Huron.
might be a replacement ref from junior high.
Well, you know what? He probably got. No, actually, it is a penalty against Skyline.
Is that a?
They just marked it off towards the Eagles, 5-yarder. So all the jokes about being disappointed because he couldn't do the game last night, the Bears, or the Ravens Browns game, he ended up here and all for naught, huh? As it's marked off against Skyline.
If you can't be on the NFL Network, I'd rather be on CTN.
So a little bit better field position as River Rats start from their own 43-yard line. See if they can get something done here in the last minute of play. Long bomb down the sideline, and that's going to be too far. Jackson with a little bit too mustard on that pass. Looks like it was out of bounds at any rate.
He really did show a good arm, though.
Yeah.
He put it out there a good 35, 40 yards on the line, and that's the way you want to throw it. If you're going to misthrow it, you throw it deep and you throw it to the outside.
Right. That way, if it's caught by the opposite team, it's out of bounds.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. Start over on second down. And I like the fact that the River Rats showed some desperation here. So a little, let's break it open, try something deep down the field. It's the first time they've really thrown it deep this game.
Well, at this point in the game, you really have nothing to lose.
Well, Jackson down the left sideline, runs into the defender, but that ball is way out of bounds.
Incidental contact?
I think so. I think Boyd might have been trying to go for a little, try and draw a penalty, something like that.
Yeah, but
the ball's uncatchable,
but the ball,
so you really can't.
That's what I was going to say. That's
really can't
probably
call a
why he
penalty
didn't
there.
grab the flag there.
And I think all the hankies are probably on the Huron sideline and next to my partner here in the booth, as it were. Sure is nice to get some fresh air tonight, though. I'll tell you that.
It is.
I don't want to do the game up here a month from now, but tonight's okay. I'll take it.
The football guys have worked out for us. Nice fall evening in the A-deuce.
Well, timeout called this time by Skyline. That leaves one each. There's 44.2 seconds left in the half.
Sunday morning at 11. Tune in, catch a recap of the Eagles homecoming game.
Well, both teams back on the field, 44.2 seconds left. Huron to catch a little miracle here at the end of the half. As Jackson faked
Nice
the
play.
pass, handoff down the far sideline.
Huron runs the Statue of Liberty, ball carried by Q Smith.
Nice draw play there because everybody for the Skyline was really just playing deep.
Oh, first down for Smith for the Rats.
And now you can take some shots in the end zone with these 4 plays with 37.5 seconds left in the first half.
Well, Huron at the Skyline 43-yard line. 37.6. Only ran off 7 seconds on that play. There's the snap. Jackson will drop back. Looking deep down the left sideline. He's got a receiver, and it's caught and out of bounds.
Demetrius Sims, younger brother of a Michigan State player. I played football with his dad. I should know that.
Oh, nice pass, long pass play for Huron downfield. 25 seconds in running.
Well, I tell you, one bright spot for the Rats has been the passing of Jackson.
Well, Jackson with a fake pass, handoff right up the middle for Smith. He's down to the 5-yard line.
Timeout. Timeout, guys. Timeout.
Well, they stopped the clock to move the chains. We'll see if Huron decides to call timeout.
Oh, they did.
They've got one left.
Yeah, the clock did not stop. Oh, the clock stopped for the first down. Okay.
Right, moving the sticks. Now the clock will run. 10 seconds. There's the snap, and he'll kill it, and that'll stop the clock. And they'll save their timeout. So I'll probably try and take a couple of shots into the end zone here.
Yeah, I'm a believer in taking the timeout and setting a good play. Because both of these plays are going to go in the end zone, and if it's not going to be a run.
I honestly think what they're going to do on second down from the 5 is they're going to try and call that draw play to Q Sims again.
You think so?
And if he doesn't make it, they'll try and call a quick timeout
and get
maybe a couple seconds left and have one more play.
Either way. Either way. I like your thinking there, Pete, because they have been successful on that play.
Well, Q Smith is in the backfield right next to Jackson, the quarterback. Right next to him. There's the snap. Jackson looking into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Huron. Daniel Hugan on the touchdown. And that'll make it 34-12 in favor of the Eagles.
And it was a good move right here on the receiver because he kind of deked like he was going to go to the inside and just kind of backpedaled out to the outside. And it's a nice little toss there by Jackson. Easy catch, pitch and catch, touchdown.
Jackson very accurate on those passes. Oh, Huron's going to go for 2 here.
And that's why they saved the timeout, huh? To go for 2.
That's right. They're going to talk it over.
Serving all of our Skyline fans. Thank you to the Bush family for their support of Eagle Athletics.
Well, they're going to go for the extra point. It surprises me. I thought they'd go for the 2.
The extra point for Huron.
Yeah, they called a timeout to bring in the kicker.
But they go for the extra point. It puts them down 21. Puts them down 3 scores.
Yeah. Let's.
Extra point is good. That'll make it 34-13.
Who goes and gets the ball?
That's 21 points. 3 touchdowns. 6.5 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, but I got you on that, but you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You called a timeout to kick an extra point.
Yeah, I know.
An extra point.
Are you making some type of social commentary
I'm just
about the
saying
coaching
you
staff
can't
of
call
Huron?
a timeout to
Are you, Kevin?
make a extra point kick.
Yeah. Well, they were going for 2. They called timeout, changed their mind, went for 1. Because they figured if you don't go, if you go for 2 and miss it,
Yeah.
then you're down 22. So at some point you're going to have to go for 2. This way, you only have to go for extra
So a team
points.
that goes for it on their own side of the field on 4th down has a decision to make about 2 yards of kicking an extra point.
I still think you're
and
making some
going in
type of
for
social
2.
commentary about the coaching staff.
No, I'm serious. I mean, you called a timeout to kick an extra point.
Well, maybe he figured since I'm not going to get it after the half, I may as well just use it up.
Well, you definitely don't want to take it in. You can't use it. I understand that, but you did kick an extra point. Well, I can see some kids down in the stands liking those beats.
All right, Huron set up. Are they going for the onside? What have they got to lose, really? Go for the onside, get it, then throw a bomb? And they do kick it down the middle. Squibber. Ball picked up at the 20-yard line.
Oh, goodness
Runner
gracious.
running free
Goodness
over the
gracious.
50-yard line. 40,
Goodness gracious.
30,
You gotta
20.
be kidding me.
10, 5,
Oh.
touchdown Skyline.
He ran halfway down the field with a pulled hamstring, folks, because he's limping, but he wasn't going to get caught. I'm sorry.
Well, Purcell Franklin once again on the return.
I hope he has to take his helmet off after halftime because he's destroying the Rats right now.
There it is going downfield. It's picked up at the 20.
And then just one big block right here. I mean, he's taking out the kicker, and then a great move there.
And he's
then
gone.
he's just outrunning everybody, even with the pulled hammy. Well, that really took the wind out of the sails.
Well, you
there,
think
out of
maybe
that
there's a little
extra
mud
point.
on the face of the coaching staff for
So,
dialing up that Squibber kick? Or did the kicker come up with that on his own?
I really.
Extra point is good, and that'll make it to halftime. Skyline 41 and Huron 13, and we'll be back with second half action right here on City TV Sports.
Bike lanes are now all over the city. You can have a smooth ride in them. But wait, which way are you going?
Always ride in the correct direction while using a bike lane, which is the same direction as motorized traffic. Motorists oftentimes do not see wrong-way cyclists, and serious accidents can occur.
Hi, I'm Dana Denha, and you're watching FYI.
Did you know? FYI has the scoop on local news, entertainment, and community issues.
Perfect. It's a keeper.
And that's a wrap. Good job, Dana.
FYI, from the studio to your front door.
Ann Arbor, the place, the sights, the people, the events, the spirit. Where town and gown meet to share ideas, show our support, explore our diversity. We play. We cheer. We celebrate. We recreate. Active. Involved. Many cultures. One community. Treetown is our town. This is Access Ann Arbor.
Welcome back for City TV Sports presentation of Huron and Skyline football. Third quarter action on tap. Skyline with the big 41-13 lead. Lots of big plays for the Eagles. Put them on top by a big margin. And Skyline will kick off down the sideline. That is going to go out of bounds. And the referee will throw the flag.
And yes, people, that score that you're seeing on the bottom of the screen is correct. It's been a long night for the River Rats. I think the Eagles have scored on every type of possession they could possibly have. Sans a punt because Huron didn't punt.
Right, and they will not punt.
They probably won't.
That for the rest
but
of the
we've had an opening kickoff return. We had an onside squib kick return. We've had a fumble return. Long pass touchdowns. The Eagles are everywhere.
On the penalty, Huron will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. There's the handoff. And to the wide side of the field. Over midfield, down the sideline. 30, 25. Still on his feet. And they finally bring down the runner inside the 20-yard line. Referee's marking him down right at the 20.
Looks like somebody got some good orange slices at halftime. Good job there by Mr. Boyd.
I think so.
He did have a TD in the first half for the Rats, and you can see him here on this little end around. I know, Pete, you were saying that you wanted him to have a little bit more time as far as get some speed, but he really did a good job here making people miss, and some real poor tackling there.
45-yard gain for Boyd on that running play. And there's a pitch to the right. Skyline's got it sniffed out. And Smith's going to be brought down for a 5-yard loss on the play. It's going to send him back to the 25.
Medulla Bay was back there in the backfield just waiting for the running back to come to him.
Well, I guess my suggestion of a pitch sweep didn't work too well for the River Rats on that.
Well, maybe mix it up a little. You're gonna fool me once, but fool me twice.
Well, Jackson in the pistol. He'll drop back to pass, throw the quick pass over the middle, caught. That's inside the 20. mark them down at the 17-yard line.
It looked like Medulla Bay was in on the tackle again, number 17 for the Eagles.
Hugon with the catch for Huron.
But you got to expect that the coaching staff for the Eagles is going to mix in some of their younger players and possibly get some guys in that haven't seen any action.
It's going to be 3rd and about 8 yards to go for Huron. Jackson under center gets the snap, drops back pass, another quick pass over the middle, inside the 10, and down at about the 9-yard line.
Nice look. We used to call that a pop pass back in Pop Warner football, when your quarterback doesn't even take a drop back. He just takes the snap, looks up, locate the receiver, barely even get your hands on the laces, and just drop a quick pass in.
Give him forward progress to the 6. That's going to set up 1st and goal for Huron. Boom, big quick pass. Good run after the catch.
Everybody likes that play because, A, your linemen don't have to block that long. They know the ball's coming out very quickly. The receiver knows that if he gets his hands on the ball, he might be able to turn it upfield quickly.
Huron player down on the field. Way back at the 25-yard line. That could be Jackson.
It would really be unfortunate if that's the quarterback, because he did take a hit. When we saw that replay, there was a lineman that actually came into him when he was falling down backwards.
That is Josh Jackson down on the field. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. Not holding any limb or anything. It looks like he's a little foggy.
Looks like Avery Gregg might be coming into play. He's listed as a QB, number 14. Actually, they're bringing in 16. Massini. Massini, the junior.
Oh, Massini will come in for Jackson. He's going to get up under center. 1st and goal from the 6 for the River Rats. Boyd in motion, then he'll get the pitch. First would-be tackler doesn't get him, and he gets inside the 5. He'll be run out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 4.
Still working on the sideline over there on the Huron quarterback. Looks like all of the trainers are around him. That's really unfortunate because he had a really strong first half pass, and you can look over there. You can see all of the medical staff over there around the QB.
It certainly looked like he got his bell rung.
Yeah, and one of the play looked kind of like he banged his helmet on the turf there.
So Massini in the pistol. He gets the high snap over his head. Gathered in by Smith. And Smith tries to make some chicken salad there.
A quick reaction there, thinking by Smith, too. Fortunate bounce, because that ball, the way the ball's been bouncing for the Rats, that could have easily bounced up into an Eagles' hand and gone the other way.
So Smith running out of bounds at the 9. It'll be 3rd and goal from there.
Kind of looks like Jackson's going to come back in the game.
That Massini out is on the sideline. Here comes Jackson. Good job on the camera crew there to catch that coming in.
Nice 3rd down play to bring in this guy, because he's the guy that has been making the Huron offense really go.
Oh, Jackson in the gun. He's going to keep it. Now the pitch.
Good option pitch.
It's wide, but there's the tackler there to make the play. Down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, you were talking about Jack Clark earlier about being a very good athlete. He showed some skill there by catching the shoelaces of the running back there.
So 4th and goal from the 6.
Yeah, we've heard
no
this
field
out of
goal
the Rats
here
before.
Well, you really have nothing to lose at this point. You may as well go for it. If you don't get it, you're pinning the Eagles deep. And frankly, from the Eagles sideline, they're looking at, oh, that's a 94-yard drive we can do in like 3 plays. But If you're Huron, you're looking to get the touchdown, and we have a whistle.
We get a timeout for the Eagles.
And Skyline will take the timeout on the 4th and goal play. Coach didn't like what he was seeing.
A lot of times
Head coach
coaches,
for Skyline, Lee Arthur.
first-year coach Lee Arthur. And, you know, a lot of times coaches in that position would love to see what the offense is going to set up in and then call the timeout. Looks like that's what he was doing that time. Now he can set his defense accordingly. Flip side of that, now Gildersleeve can dial up maybe something different that he saw as that's exposed on the defense.
Well, it's in there. It's really in their best favor to make a different play call. Oh, both teams back out on the field.
You may want to see that draw here because there's only one guy to beat right up the middle.
Yeah, Q Smith. Jackson drops back to pass, looking, and it's batted down. And the Riverettes will turn it over on downs and take over from their own 6-yard line.
Been that kind of night for the Rats. That pass has been there all night, but good play there for Skyline. And, you know, Khalil Madula Bay was right at the right position at the right time. And, you know, I really think he could have, if he moved a little bit more to his left, he might be able to pick this off.
You know, if you saw Madula, he was looking right at the quarterback.
Oh, he was shadowing
the whole time.
Shadow, yeah.
And as soon as he threw the ball, he moved in position to intercept that pass and batted it down. So once again, a great Huron drive, killed deep inside Skyline territory, and they come away with nothing.
They get down there with a lot of good pass plays. Well, the first one was a run, but then they got that short territory and couldn't do anything with it.
There's a run up the middle, and this is going to be for a short gain. Give him a gain of 2 on the play. That was Willie Elam in the backfield for the Eagles.
Huron player is going out of his way to lift up the Skyline guy. Really nice of him. Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, what are they doing, being friendly and whatnot?
You don't want a real big play here, but man, if they drop back the pass, that guy's on the island on the edge. Here we go.
Long pass. They've got a safety over
What
the
a
edge.
pickoff.
And he pulls it in. And it's good. A catch. It's an interception for Huron.
Oh, that was incredible. That was sweet. Reminiscent of Charles Woodson going up and grabbing a one-hand grab against State.
And Demetrius Sims on the interception. There's the long bomb.
And you can see it
this time,
one hand.
Huron had a guy over the top this time to protect against that.
That's that adjustment.
Pay immediate dividends.
Yeah, that's
and get the interception.
Because in the first half, that guy, that safety, was not back there, and that's a 7. Quick 6.
Yep.
And that's the first real momentum change that Huron's had all night long.
Oh, 1st and 10 for the River Rats at the Skyline 33-yard line after the Sims interception. And the River Rats back in business in Skyline territory. Quick handoff right up the middle. That's Q Smith with it. He's still fighting for yards. He's going to be close to the first down marker, maybe just a tad short. Give him 9 on the play. Set up 2nd and 1.
That was a good job of running that time, and he really laid his, you know, there's some River Rat fans getting into it.
Oh, the Skyline band trying to fire up the fans and the defense all at the same time. Four receivers set for the Eagles, rather the River Rats. Jackson back to pass, looking down on the left side. He's got a man open, and the catch is good. Down at the 2-yard line.
Hugon ran a great wheel route. He ran like he was going up, turned to the outside. The defender turned and looked to the outside, and he turned it back upfield, and the pass was right on time.
Oh, first and goal from the 2-yard line. Oh, Smith on the keeper. And no call from the referees. Now we get a call from the referees. That's touchdown Huron.
Good to see Jackson get in. You know, he is, as a freshman, he's their leader.
Looked like he followed the big fella there, number 79 for Huron. That's Xavier Drummer. And that's good for the touchdown, as it's Jackson on the sneak play. 2-yard pickup and a touchdown. That'll make it 41-19.
Here's the old extra point. I really would like to see maybe one time somebody go for that ladder play.
Oh, the kick is up, and it's good.
Guy's got an incredible
I'll make it
leg.
41-20.
I think he hit the school with that kick. Wow. Jackson getting over, and now you're seeing, you know, especially as we get into the fourth quarter here. I know we've still got a couple minutes, 5 minutes and 47 left here in the third, but it even looks already like Skyline Eagles are putting in some extra players. As the coaches were down here on our near sideline putting in, they're scrambling to get enough guys on the kick return team.
So once again, a 3-score game for Skyline. They seem to have it on a bit of cruise control here in the third quarter.
Well, even the coaches, you're seeing a lot of smiling faces down there on the sideline. They haven't experienced this type of win all year long, or to be leading. So do you try onside here, or you just kick it and try to play some D?
I think they'll kick it and play D.
Okay.
Once again, down the middle. That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And Skyline will take over on its own 20-yard line.
Boy, what if the Rats would have done that in the first half? You know, that takes 6 points right off the board, and you got a ball game here, because we were talking about late in the second quarter how they were going to get the ball back to begin the second half.
All right, you're talking a 34-20 game. It's just 2 scores.
Yeah.
Now Skyline will start over on offense after that interception. Huron converted it into a touchdown.
Rats need another big turnover right here.
There's a snap, handoff. He's going to keep it. He's going to head wide left. Over the 20
great
to
move.
25. Spin move. Out close to the 30. Going to mark him out over the 30-yard line. That's going to be good for a Skyline first down.
You know, Crawford, he was kind of gliding out there at that time when he kind of smoothed that spin. It was like a little pirouette away from the defender. He goes, I'm about to get you. Oh.
No, you don't.
Oh, man. He's on somebody's highlight film, that defender from the River Rats.
I think he's out there still looking for his jock.
Yeah, it's somewhere out there near the 20-yard line. Eagle might be out there, too.
Oh, first and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Eagles. There's a handoff up the middle. Huron right there to defend it.
And that's defense.
They might lose a half yard on the play.
It's good to see the energy from the Huron River Rats. After that touchdown, maybe it's a little fire under them. You can see the body energy, or they just looked a little bit more fired up right now.
Well, perhaps they smell an opportunity if they can stop Skyline once again, get another quick score, and that'll make it the 2-score game. They've still got a lot of work to do.
Big down here.
Second and 10. Crawford in the gun. And it's a handoff, end around. He avoids one tackler, 2. Now he's out over the 35-yard line. Well, mark him down at the 38. Good gain on second down. Call a gain of 7, make up 3rd and 3.
I'm just happy that Purcell is not in the end zone. Each time he seems to put his hands on the ball, he's going to the house.
Young man's got the moves, that's for sure.
Well, this is the first I formation we've seen out of the Eagles. Oh, looked like a little movement on the line.
There's the pitch right. And driven out of bounds, going to be good for a 1-yard gain.
He was smacked out of bounds. What a hit there.
Hussein Sandifer on the carry.
And Kevin Yang with the hit.
Well, it's going to make it 4th and 2 rather.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's 4th.
4th down. And Skyline's going to go for it.
I don't
know if I've ever seen a game where there were no punts.
Wow. New school football.
But there has not been a single punt in this game, and it looks like Skyline is going to go for it on 4th and 2 from their own.
Oh, somebody moved. A lot of people moved,
Wide
guys.
receiver
Come on
moved
now.
big time out there on the left. This might make it academic for the Eagles to kick this ball away.
Yeah, here comes the punt team now.
Yeah, there's really nothing to gain for them going for it on 4th down.
Legal procedure. There you go.
Skyline will go back in punt formation.
Oh, good job for 3 and out by the Rats there.
There's the snap a little bit high. And the kick is nearly blocked, but got it away.
Yeah, might want to get out of the way. Fire, fire. Wow, he caught
and
that
it'll
one
be
soon.
down at right around the 30-yard line. Good effort by Huron going for the punt block. Call it 1st and 10 from the Huron 31-yard line.
That was a junior, Kevin Ferguson, on the touchdown there, or well, not touchdown, down the ball for the Eagles.
And we got a Huron down. That's John Weatherspoon down on the field. And here's a look at that punt on the replay, how close the Huron player. The snap was a little high. He was right there.
Yeah. That's a tough position while you're a defender coming in. You definitely want to make sure that you give a great effort, but you don't want to hit the kicker.
Well, Weatherspoon still down. Looks like one of those lower body injuries.
He's got a leg. I love when I hear that. Coaches speak. He's got an ankle. Yeah, I think so, Coach. There you go.
Weatherspoon gets up, and he's going to come off the field.
Shake it off.
Like he might have had an ankle there.
Might have had a leg. Yeah, maybe a knee.
Maybe a hammy or something.
Yeah. Tweaked it.
Tweaked his hammy. Anyway, the young man looks like he's going to be okay.
And that's why we can kid.
That's right.
Okay, well, the Rats, put a touchdown here, and I'm going to sniff a ball game out of this.
There's a handoff right up the middle. That's going to Q Smith. He's going to get about 3 on the play. Down at about the 34-yard line. 3:26 to go here in the third.
Now we're seeing some sense of urgency. No more jogging to the sideline. Going in a little hurry up there for the Rats.
Well, Jackson, our center, gets the handoff right up the middle once again. Out to the 35, and forward progress is stopped there. So give him out to the 36 for a couple yards gain. That'll set up 3rd and 5. Not really the kind of hurry-up offense you imagine when you think about that, but
hurry up to run?
Hurry up to run.
It's different.
Well, Jackson will drop back to pass this time, looking downfield, doesn't find anybody. Now he's scrambling. He's going to keep it.
Real
and
close.
He gets out.
I think he got it.
Over the 40-yard line. Referees marking him down to the 42. That's going to be good for a first down. Got to get to the 41.
I know a lot of Michigan fans would love to see their quarterback do just that, roll out and just put some pressure on the edge. Look at Jackson here where he doesn't have anything. He's not going to force the action in the pocket. He gets out and he runs. Good job.
And he gets enough yardage for the first down. Well, Jackson dropping back to pass this time. That one sailing way over the head of the intended receiver.
Fortunately, it did because he was covered. Looked like it was almost a read play by the receiver as well as the quarterback, but they weren't on the same page.
There's a snap. Jackson.
Oh, wasn't that offsides?
Looked offsides. He looked to pass, found that the entire Skyline defensive line was behind him, decided to try and get what he could get.
And that was a weird play there. Look at this. Look, you see some extra movement here. Somebody gets offsides, right? Nah, not really.
Good anticipation.
Not really.
But he sees the hole right in front of him.
Good read there by the quarterback, actually.
Set up about 3rd and 6 for the River Rats. Oh, Jackson back to pass once again. Quick pass. It's tipped in the air and picked off. Down inside the 20, and it'll be run out of bounds.
Jackson.
Right near the 17-yard line.
I mean, that play was really covered well. I know that the quarterback, Josh Jackson, has a good arm, but he never should have thrown that pass there.
Oh, Terry Jackson right there, as you'll see on the replay. It's a quick read throw, and Jackson all over it, tips it up in the air and catches it himself.
Oh, he undercut the route, but he wasn't open by any means because there was a guy behind him as well, too. So that was just a force there, and you're going to get that out of a young quarterback.
Well, Skyline in business on the River Rats 17-yard line, 1st and 10. A fake handoff. Keeper. And no room there for Crawford. Huron was all over that play. Got a loss of 3 yards on the play. Set up 2nd and 13.
Grant Saddleman came in and just really started the pile on the quarterback.
Well, Skyline with the 3 wide set. There's the handoff up the middle. And a short gain.
Good gang tackle there by the Rats.
This is a 3-yard gain. That gets them back to the original line of scrimmage and sets up 3rd and 10.
And the final seconds of the 3rd quarter winding down, last 30 seconds. They might not even snap it because they could take it into the 4th quarter probably.
Crawford gets the play from the sideline. They break the huddle. Under 10 seconds now. We'll see if Skyline gets a playoff.
It's going to be close. I don't think they are.
And that's it. That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. We'll switch sides and come up back with, we'll have 4th quarter action right here on City TV Sports. At the end of 3, it's Skyline 41 and Huron 20. So Skyline called for a delay of game.
And looks like we're going to have to put a little bit extra time. They
put
1
second on the clock. Back up Skyline 5 yards, and they will run a play here in the 3rd quarter. Going to be from the 22-yard line. There's a snap. Crawford running for his life, gets the ball off, and that's going to be incomplete. And that will bring the third quarter to an end.
Trey Allen with some good pressure for the Rats, number 6.
So we'll switch sides and head to the other end.
Oh, we finally had a defensive quarter there. Only one touchdown.
Wow. And it came from the River Rats, not the Eagles.
We did have some big plays there for the Eagles, though. You know, the big interception there turned the momentum. And the first turnover for the very first turnover by the River Rats on the great interception near side, one-handed by Sims.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here. Skyline's going to go for it on 4th and 15. Crawford looking downfield, wobbly pass. It falls down in the middle, incomplete. Lots of pressure.
Trey Allen, once again, he came in on a second blitz in a row from the corner position. Put a little wood on Crawford.
Well, Skyline will turn it over on downs. That's the first time they've done that. Again, not a single punt to be had in this game.
And again, like you were saying, they kind of taken the foot off the gas pedal the Eagles have. It really doesn't even look like they're calling the same set of plays. The energy level isn't there that we saw from them in the first half. And that's a scary thing because there's still a lot of time left on the clock for the Rats.
And here we got a drum war going down on the near sideline between Huron and Skyline.
That doesn't look like a war.
I think there's a cordon by the Ann Arbor Police Department. Make sure there isn't some type of drumstick fight or something.
Yeah, but they're in the band. No fighting. No fighting in the band.
I think you should be careful about dissing band members.
Hey,
with,
I saw a drum
with our
line.
cameraman next to you.
I saw a drum line.
He's a band member, so be careful. So Jackson dropping back, long bomb down the sideline. This is going to be way out of bounds.
Yeah, that's reminiscent of Denard Robinson.
Unfortunately, it is quite similar.
Yeah, don't let me go there.
Now 2nd and 10 for the River Rats.
Pistol formation again. They've turned around and handed the ball off.
Ball at the 22-yard line. There's a quick pass and incomplete. Pass was behind the intended receiver.
Well, I think the snap really threw off the timing of the play. That ball came back pretty fast from the center and kind of caught Jackson by surprise. I don't really think he got his hands on the laces, which threw the timing of the play off. He throws it high and behind the receiver. So I'm a little confused. The Huron was going with an up-tempo offense when they were down more. Now that the score is closer, they're slowing it down. That's odd.
Well, with the passes falling incomplete, the clock's not running, so they can go ahead and get in a huddle.
Get in a good play?
Well, get
in a huddle. I like that.
Jackson in the gun once again. Keeps it this time, and he's going to be sacked.
That's unfortunate for Josh Jackson there. He's coming off the field. He took a good hit to the sternum.
Michael Kyle on the sack. We'll see it here on the replay. There's Kyle taking him down at the 15-yard line.
And Ballard came in just for a little chip shot. Hey, a
And
punt.
we've got a punt.
Maybe.
And he kicks it away. That's second punt of the game. Gets a good roll inside the 35, inside the 30. That'll be down at the 29-yard line.
So that's the leg of your punter that you don't want to use. Good punt.
He's got a leg.
He's got a real good leg. Real good leg.
That's a good leg, not a bad leg. For some reason, I'm wanting some chicken now. For some reason, I don't know. Well, Skyline will start 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
Well, this is the way the Eagles would like to have their homecoming. You get your crosstown rival in, and you give them the business.
The business.
Not business, the business.
Business. That's B-I-D-N-E-S-S, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
And that's not nice.
I got to translate into white, so thanks. And the pitch sweep to the right, out over the 30-yard line. Mark him down at the 31.
He might have got dinged up on that. He took a good shot on his knee. He took his knee pad out of his pants. Wow.
Hard run by Willie Elam. Give him 2 on the play. Set up 2nd and 8.
Why was the clock stopped there?
Now it's rolling.
Yeah, it stopped for some reason.
Well, Crawford under center. He gets the snap. Handoff over the left guard. Huron there to stop it. Give him a yard on the play. And pretty deliberate by Skyline. Running the ball, trying to kill off some game clock.
And that's really the enemy right now, other than the 21 points that the Rats are fighting. But that clock is not a friend of theirs. Hitting 10 minutes now left in the game.
Well, Crawford gets the play from the sideline. He'll head back to the huddle. No reason to hurry. Under 10 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter.
Big stop here for the Rats. They need to show something. Nice to see they made the adjustment with 2 deep safeties.
And we have a whistle.
Timeout, Skyline.
And Skyline will take a timeout. There's a look at Lee Arthur giving some instructions to the Eagle players about to head back out on the field.
Big 3rd down play here again. He calls timeout after he sees the Huron defensive set.
And Huron back out on the field. See if they can come up with a big stop and force a Skyline punt.
They went from a tight formation to a spread now.
Crawford in the gun. He drops back to pass, looking downfield. And it's caught right at midfield. Jack Clark with the reception. They're going to bring him down right about the Huron 46-yard line.
Oh,
and Clark is down and in obvious pain.
Yeah, he hit that knee, and we might be able to look at it. But, I mean, he got hit right on the lower leg, and he's in obvious pain.
There's a look at the replay. Clark catching that ball in motion. Looked like his knee slammed to the turf. His right knee.
Yeah, hopefully it's one of those things where it's just a bruise.
Looks like they're looking at his left leg.
And that was the leg that Sims kind of corralled and spun around on. So hopefully he jumps up and it's just a sprain. Or even even better, just a bruise.
And he's coming off with help. He's not putting any pressure on that left leg. Very little. It's maybe a knee, maybe an ankle. He's not putting any pressure on that ankle.
No, and that's one of the most painful injuries that you could possibly have. And when you're that young, you can bounce back from it. Me and you might be laid up in the hospital.
No, my foot would probably fall off.
Yeah. But a sprained ankle is nothing to laugh at. I mean, it really does hurt.
I did that once in college. I stepped into a pothole and turned my ankle over, right ankle. It was not good. My ankle swelled up the side of a softball, and I was laid up for the entire weekend.
Trickeration.
There's the handoff, and Huron smells it. There's going to be a loss on the play of a yard. A little misdirection.
Yeah, and he really pulled it. Unfortunate for the Eagles there that 56 didn't get a good block on the inside, or the runner could have maybe cut it up inside because it looked like there was a little bit more room up the field that way. Homecoming dance is going to be fun now. Win like this.
Especially with only one graduating class, so it's all young.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all coming back. And they're all celebrating a big 21-point lead here for the Eagles. Fake the handoff. Crawford on the keeper.
Oh, that ball. The ball's loose. That ball was loose.
Crawford on the keeper.
Huron is saying it's their ball.
Crawford really never had full possession of it. He was kind of holding it like a loose loaf of bread. And they call it for the Eagles.
Skyline kept the ball. So you're saying it's like he was holding a loaf of Wonder Bread or something, real squishy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was holding it. Yeah, he did not have that tucked away, and it
looked like it poked from the rear. Yeah.
Got knocked from behind, and it kind of came down on his thigh, and he was able to recover it.
They teach defenders nowadays to punch the ball as opposed to coming right through it. Just punch it from the back.
3rd and 7 for Skyline. Under 8 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Crawford in the gun, looking deep down the sideline. And it's a catch once again.
Caught, and there's penalty flag on the play.
Out at the 11-yard line. Guess who once again? Purcell Franklin on the catch.
One-man wrecking crew tonight. And you could see the Huron defender here on the replay where he was just fighting him off. And okay, here we go. Let's take a quick look at it. Pump and go. Purcell, he locates the ball, but just before that, the Huron guy was turned the wrong way. It's perfect pass there from Crawford.
Well, that is the call. Penalties declined. Take the result of the play.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the Huron 11-yard line.
You don't want the penalty. You want the stats.
Oh, yeah. Stats. They're the name of the game.
Stats.
And Skyline looking to pad their stats here and get another score. Another big play for the Eagles, and they're threatening once again.
Did you start Crawford on your fantasy team?
I did.
Nice.
High school fantasy. There's a pitch sweep to the right, and that's going to be stuffed in the backfield.
I'll trade you Jackson for Franklin.
I'm keeping Franklin.
Yeah, he is bad. He scored every kind of way tonight.
Yeah, tonight he's been a bad man.
Bad man.
Oh, loss of 3 on that play. Push the Eagles back to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 13. Clock running, 7 minutes to go in the game.
And Coach Lee Arthur's really calling a real good game here. He's not going anything outside the box. He's making a methodical drive, running time off the clock.
Well, he's gone back to the plays that work, like those long pass plays down the sideline. And another whistle.
There's a flag on the field before the snap.
A delay of game is the call on Skyline. That'll push him back another 5 yards.
Not a big deal.
Make it 2nd and 18.
Back up, Skyline 5 yards. Still 2nd down.
They're just saying that just gives us more room.
More
to throw
room.
A long pass and he
Stats,
complete it.
man. It's all about the stats.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm guarding Franklin Purcell with 2 guys. It looks like that's what Huron's doing. They're shadowing him.
He's in motion. There's the snap. It's kept by Crawford. He's heading wide left. And brought down by the shoelaces.
Good tackle there by the Rats.
Bruce Campbell with the tackle.
Kind of stumbled him up, tripped him with a good hard slap on his ankle here. Because if he steps over this tackle right here, he might be in the end zone.
Yeah. Good shoestring play there by Campbell.
The
Only a gain
band's
of
getting
3 on
into
that
it.
play.
I think they're getting ready to play some touchdown scoring music.
Drum war seems to be over, and both teams' drum selections are back on their sides of the field. Now Crawford dropping back to pass, looking. He's going to keep it, heading right up the middle.
Oh, what a block.
Right inside the 5, down inside the 5.
You see what Purcell Franklin just did to, I think that was for the Rats. That had to be Allen, who's been coming in, putting in some wood on Crawford. He wasn't going to touch his quarterback that time. Check out this block coming in from the left side of your screen. Right there.
This is one tag. That's cleared out.
That might be on the replay at the end of the game because that was a hit.
Purcell Franklin.
Nice.
Making plays all over the field. Now it's going to set up 4th and 2. And they're going to go for the field goal. There's a snap. Hold is down. The kick is up.
Blocked.
And it's blocked.
Let it go out of the end zone, guys. There you go.
The field goal attempt by Torrey Norris is blocked and no good. Huron will take over 1st and 10.
Oh, Rats making some defensive plays in this second half. Eagles have yet to score.
That's Victoria Norris, the kicker. Not Victor, Victoria.
All right.
Nice. Good try.
Equal opportunities to be had on the Huron side of the field.
You got to get a little bit of help on the blocking up front, and that would have been a good kick because you can see right here, there's a missed block on the outside, or that kick is good.
5:03 to play in the game. 1st and 10 for Huron from their own 20-yard line after the block kick. It's just a shame that Huron's not making wasn't making these kinds of plays in the first half.
Yeah, they really dug themselves a hole.
Oh, Jackson in the pistol, drop back to pass, fakes the throw, handoff up the middle. That's Q Smith. He's still got it, still moving with it.
Q Smith takes the Statue of Liberty once again up the middle.
Good gain out to the 33-yard line. Gain of 13 on the play. Another 1st down for Huron. Four wide receiver set for the Rats on this down. Jackson gets the snap, drops back to pass. Inside, in and out, inside play. Incomplete.
Just a little low. That's a good play, though, because if he catches that ball on the move like that, make one guy miss, and he could be to the house.
Ernest Johnson, the intended receiver.
Here I might want to try deep pass again because the Eagles are still trying to sneak up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're playing too deep, but the 2 deep safeties are not that far off the ball. They're only about 10 yards off the ball. Now one of them's backing up. He's going to play center field. They're going to go one
single high safety,
deep.
yeah. And another delay probably.
Flag on the play before the snap.
Delay a game on Huron.
Delay a game on Huron.
So I guess that hurry-up's not going too fast.
Still 2nd down.
Well, and the clock was stopped on the incomplete pass. But Jackson kind of late coming from the sideline with the play. Well, Jackson with the snap, looking downfield, quick pass. And that's going to skip in front of the receiver, another incomplete pass. And that'll set up 3rd and long.
That was tough there, tough pass there for Jackson. He had somebody right in his face, so he really couldn't step into it. Kind of short-hopped it.
Looking for Dwayne Boyd on the pass. Oh, 3rd and long for Huron. Once again, no deep safeties.
And he's single covered on the backside.
Well,
Yeah,
Jackson out.
That's a different quarterback.
Josh Jackson on the keeper.
That was 16. Massini on the carry.
Kevin Massini on the keeper. Brought out of bounds by number 30, Willie Clark.
That's going to be a short gain and set up a long 4th down play.
Going to bring up 4th down.
Give him a couple of yards on that play. And there's a look at Josh Jackson. He's on the bench. He's talking to one of the assistants. Looks like maybe he got
on that last pass that
got
he
a little dinged again.
Yeah, when he short hopped it.
And now Huron will punt the ball away. It's a low line drive. Bounces at the 37 and goes out of bounds at the 32.
You know, you're not seeing anybody deep for the Eagles, and that's kind of smart. The only thing that can happen back there is a drop or, a turnover.
Right.
You're not really playing field position right now. The clock is the guy that you're playing against.
Right.
You put guys up on the line and say, hey, don't rough the kicker. We'll just get the ball and play offense.
Right. And they're going to play running offense to keep the clock running. Oh, 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 32-yard line. 4:27 to play in the game. A couple of first downs by the Eagles running the ball.
You sure we can't start it over? Because it's a 6-7 game right now, or 7-7 in the second half.
That's right. Like I said, it was all Skyline in the first half. They haven't scored at all in this half. It's actually been 7-0 in favor of Huron this half.
Has it? Was it 41 at the half? Wow, 41-14? Man.
41-13.
There's a turnover. There's a turnover.
And there's a bad snap.
Fumble on the reverse.
Fumbled handoff. Recovered by Huron. And that's the kind of mistake that Skyline didn't want to see.
And unfortunate for Huron, Jackson's still on the bench, so he's not going to – it doesn't look like he's coming back in. But maybe Massini can get them in the end zone. And here we take a quick look at the turnover. Again, we're talking about how you got to have some good hand-eye coordination to catch the ball and then hand it right back off.
And frankly, what is Skyline calling that play for?
It's not a smart
That's
call.
A pitch sweep with
it's
a
reverse.
Not a smart call. And it's just not a smart play at this point.
You want to get the clock going on first down.
I mean, I kind of get it. Maybe you want to kind of practice something in game.
Good counter.
That's just not a very smart play. There's the handoff. Hugon with the carry. Gets it down inside the 10-yard line. Mark him down at the 9.
Yeah, there's still Josh Jackson still on the sideline, and they don't even have a helmet near him. When you don't see a helmet near a guy, he's not coming back in.
Ball marked right at the 10-yard line, just inside the 10. They're going to call that first and goal.
Most popular guy in the team, the backup quarterback.
Massini gets the snap. He's going to keep it.
No play.
And we have a whistle.
That offsides? Yes, sir. Oh, good hands there. Oh, yeah, he should make the blooper reel. Poor fella.
Are you sure they don't have any replacement refs for this?
I'm thinking this guy looked like the guy I saw at the junior high school last week, and he's moonlighting.
Keith Jackson might say, fumble, going Alabama.
I like that. That was a good one.
Well, first and goal from the 5 on the encroachment call. Massini under center. He takes the snap.
Counter again.
A counter play. And Elam will head wide. He gets inside the 5. Down near the 2-yard line.
Boy, Hugon's been everywhere out there for the Rats, catching the ball and as well as doing this counter play. That's their best play out of the formation.
You wonder how Daniel Hugon on the carry.
Yeah, how big the playbook is with the backup QB in.
There's the keeper.
It's going to be close, but I think he's shy. Yeah, you can see the
referee's marking him inside, just outside the goal line.
Same play, guys. Line it up, same play.
Massini on the quarterback keeper.
I'd do it this down and maybe the next down.
3 minutes to play in the game, just outside the goal line. Massini kind of gets up underneath center quickly.
And they know he's going
And he's going to sneak it again.
Good
and
job.
he's in
He went
for
low.
a Huron
That's
touchdown.
Good job.
Massini runs it into the end zone for a Huron touchdown.
Kevin Massini on the keeper.
Makes the score.
And that'll make it 41-26 in favor of the Eagles.
This might be one of those games where someone looks back and says it really wasn't as close as the score indicated. Because, again, as the Rat Band cheers on the faithful, it's just, it hasn't been really a close game from the outset.
Well, it was all Skyline statistically in the first half. But it's been all Huron scoring the touchdowns here in the second.
Yeah, but the momentum has been all on the Eagles side.
Absolutely. I'm just trying to give your Rats a little props.
Thank you.
There's the extra point on its way.
And it goes.
And it's through. And that'll make it Skyline 41 and Huron.
That might be a
27.
souvenir for a little squirrel back there. He put the ball over on Miller Street.
Yeah, I think a Chipmunk's probably going to make that his new home as soon as he takes the stitches out of that football. Well, there's somebody running back in the woods for it.
I don't know if he found it. Sort of like a Easter egg hunt, right? It's like, I'm not going over there. It's a dog out there.
It looks
or
like he's
something.
got it. I think he had to battle a raccoon back there, but looks like he came away with the ball. And it's coming back in.
That's the chipmunk from Caddyshack just threw the ball back in. That's a gopher.
Oh, I hope he doesn't get shot out there. There might be a spackler out there.
Wow. We got a little closer game here. 2:47 left on the clock. This has to be an onside kick by the Rats. And you know that the squib kick, Pete, we saw at the end of the first half was a pretty good pounded into the dirt. Let's see if he can get an angle on it this time.
And he's going to
a little pooch.
Gonna a little pop-up kick, but it's covered up by Skyline at their 35-yard line.
Onside kick covered by Skyline took over first and 10. At the 36-yard line.
Well, first and 10 Eagles from their own 35-yard line. 2:45 to play. And honestly, if Skyline comes out with that wacky reverse again, I think I'm going down there and telling the coach a word or two.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a conventional set. Well, actually, we do see a spread set.
Was that the full house tee in the backfield?
Yeah, it looks like a lead draw, I bet. Lead option.
That's a quarterback keeper.
Oh,
Out over the 40 and down at the 41-yard line. Crawford on the sweep, keeper.
And Bruce Campbell was trying to just strip the ball, really just tackle the ball for the Rats.
Army of Darkness, Bruce Campbell?
No.
You haven't seen that movie?
No.
Oh. Star of Army of Darkness, Bruce Campbell. Has been a star in Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2.
No. He's
been in a lot of stuff.
I was at a high school
Burn
football
Notice.
game that night.
Maybe it's Bruce Campbell's son playing.
It may be. Don't think so, though. I know him. Now I do.
Now, timeout called by Huron. I think trying to preserve time on the clock.
Of course.
Down 14. Valiant effort by the River Rats in the second half.
Losing your star quarterback, still taking it down and putting it in the end zone it's something to build upon, hopefully, for the Rats. Good look at the scoreboard there.
Here's a look at all the pertinent stats.
The score?
And the time, down and distance, everything, where the ball is. And the possibility of the Riverettes calling 2 more timeouts. They want to lengthen the game.
Yeah. Now they got it.
There's Crawford understanding this. The pitch sweep and brought down in the backfield.
And another quick timeout.
Elam. And another timeout is called.
Well, now here's a decision for Lee Arthur. You've been very successful throwing the ball. You get a first down, you can literally close this game out.
Yeah.
But do you chance it? Do you chance
no more
it?
timeouts for the Riverettes.
Yeah.
They can't stop the clock anymore. Well, if you're going to go for a wacky reverse play deep in your own territory.
I'm thinking he just might put it in the air.
4 minutes to go?
Yeah.
I think he might call a pass play here.
Yeah. I wouldn't
because then he can say, game's over. I can run off the clock at that point. I can go into victory's formation and kneel on it and run the rest of the timeout.
So if I'm the Rats, I'm not falling asleep. They're coming out in a traditional I offense, I set right here, I formation, but watch that pump and go.
They got 2 wide receivers, one split out to the left and one to the right. And it's a pitch sweep to Elam. He's heading to the sideline.
Oh,
and he's going to be brought down short of the first down.
You know, a lot of times you want to push him right to the end line.
Oh, we pushed him out. They stopped the clock.
That was a good play there by getting him out of bounds then.
Another Skyline player down. Cody Zeester.
Got to love these replacement refs. And maybe they're slapping the clock for the injured player and he didn't get out of bounds. We're not sure. Maybe we can take a look at it. Because that would be a big play.
We'll find out either on the replay or when the referee winds the clock. There's Elam heading to the sideline. And he's down way inside. Yeah, he's not anywhere close to the – well, he's close, but not close enough to the sideline.
And you see a Huron coach calling timeout there. Did they have one more timeout?
Well, when they called their last timeout, I looked. It said 0.
It said 0? Because it did look like Huron was calling a timeout. One of their coaches was motioning for a timeout. Well, like you said, Pete, if they do wind it up.
Both teams heading to the sideline. Well, Huron must have had one timeout left. That'd be the scorekeeper's bad on that one.
Yeah.
He had 0 up there.
Probably taking a hot dog break, and it's a very good hot dog.
Get some something warm inside that nice booth.
Yeah, nice.
It actually hasn't been bad up here. The wind has really been a non-factor. It is getting a little chilly up here. Kind of experienced what the camera guys experience here on the top of the booth, but hasn't been terrible tonight.
No, this has been pleasant.
It's been all right. Of course, when our camera guy, Paul Sutherland, built a fire behind us with the extra camera equipment, it's actually kept us nice and toasty.
Nice and warm.
Kudos to Paul. And you can't have a football game without a good bonfire.
So what are we going to light?
I think we're going to light. I think we're actually going to light the Statsman's sheets on fire. That should keep us nice and warm.
Now, then his tears will put out the flames, so I don't want to see that. Those stats are important.
Oh, punt formation. First one of the night for the Eagles. And this one is going to go out of bounds.
Was that a play? Because there was a flag on the play.
I
think it might have been an illegal formation.
37-yard line. Sure looked like an odd formation.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was too many people and not enough people on the line of scrimmage, really.
And they're bringing it back. I think they're going to make Skyline re-kick it, although the field position was pretty doggone good.
Yeah.
Illegal motion is the call on the Eagles.
So they're going to kick it again.
I would like that to be a decision by the sideline to say if you can keep it or re-kick it, because the clock is what Huron is facing right now. It's not really that extra 5 yards. You never know, though. Maybe they can get a good return out of this.
I think that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, Hugin's back there.
Hugin's back at his own 40-yard line. Well, 40, call it walking up to the 45.
Well, now that they're moving the Skyline Eagles up, he might want to drop back a little bit.
This definitely smacks of a replacement referee's game.
I can't wait till the
I mean,
real
they were
guys are
back
back.
and forth. Looked like a moving people accordion on the field. Well, they're going to re-kick it. And the kick's away.
A lot better kick.
And this one's a better kick. Hugon will take it at his own 27-yard line. He's going to try and change directions. He eludes two would-be tacklers. Now he's 30, 35, 40, 45. Another flag on the play.
Well, that's what happens when a returner turns the field of position and circles back around. As a blocker, you don't know what's going on.
Moved the flag to the 42-yard line. It's going to be a spot foul. Looks going to be that'll be on Skyline, or rather Huron.
Calls holding on Huron. It will move it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Huron will take it first and 10.
I'll mark it back to between the 31 and 32 for Huron. Big penalty on the play. A lot of lost yardage there. 1:57 to play in the game. Huron can't stop the clock.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a snap. Massini back to throw. And to the sideline.
Nice toss there by Massini.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Shortish game. We'll call it gain of 7.
But that's what they want, those little quick passes where they can get out of bounds.
Keep that clock from running. Only 5 seconds ran off on that play.
You know, really, you get a score and you get an onside kick, you're still in the game.
Now Massini dropping back, scrambling, throwing it downfield. He had Boyd open near the sideline, but couldn't connect it to him. He was on the move, couldn't get his feet set. And that ball sails incomplete and out of bounds.
Well, right now, you definitely want to get a first down twofold. It stops the clock and give you a fresh set of downs.
Spencer Morgan also in the pass breakup.
Look at the Huron faithful on the opposing sideline. The drumline's still into the game. Now Massini with the snap, drops back to pass. One pump fake, long pass downfield. He's got a man.
He got it.
And it's caught, but he's called out of bounds.
Wow. Wish we would have had a camera on the sideline over there. It was really close, but it was a good pass there by Massini. Pump and go.
Good catch as well. Here's a look at it on the replay. There's the pump fake.
Good hard pump fake. One of those backward quarterbacks.
There's Sims going for it, but he's first foot coming down is out of bounds. Good call by the referee. And once again, good camera work by the camera guys. Good shot of that foot landing out of bounds. Oh, fourth down.
Okay,
this Sims up on the line of scrimmage, never even got into the huddle. He's like, I know where I'm going.
Throw me the ball.
Yep. So there's a handoff straight up the middle. It's going to be good for a first down out to the 45-yard line. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains.
Brought down by Christopher Ash. First and 10.
Good protection.
Massini dropping back once again. There's a throw and a catch made.
Pass complete to Boyd.
Clock
inside
stop.
the 40-yard line.
First down.
Catch by Boyd.
Spencer Morgan on the tackle.
I get the feeling they probably should have done this tempo all game long, eh? 1:25 to play. Clock running. And Massini will kill the clock and head to the sideline.
Good play. Maybe they can get him in a real good set here. You have a backup quarterback. So you don't want to rush things. And again, as you pointed out, Pete, Sims never comes into the huddle.
He just goes out wide left and heads downfield. Now Massini dropping back, scrambling. He's going to throw it downfield. And it's caught. That's Boyd inside the 10 with the catch. And Huron has a first and goal with 1:16 to play in the game.
You hear the quiet in the crowd? they're a little bit
Yeah,
concerned.
The Eagle faithful is really quiet underneath us here.
Yeah.
First and 10. First and goal.
Well, Massini will kill it once again.
Play the football to stop the clock.
And you know, as a team that's only got one W under their belt, the Eagles can't feel secure until we got 0-0-0-0 on the clock.
Did you get the right number there? That was
I think-
3?
I think
0,
three.
0, 0. I think
They
you made it
start
set 4 times.
Yeah, don't they start off with 12 minutes?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry. But I might be right.
I think there's only 1 0 on the clock when the clock runs out.
Okay, we'll talk later.
All right. Now Massini throwing to the corner, reaching for it. Catch made.
Good
Touchdown, Huron.
There you go.
Hugh Smith.
Touchdown, Huron.
And Huron with the touchdown.
So now do you go for the one to
Little
just make it
corner
a
out.
7-point game? Send in the kicker that's going to kick it over towards Miller Street.
Now Carl Spackler can go after it once again.
They got a car back there. Maybe the car's ready for the ball.
There's the kick. It's on its way, and into the
there
woods
she
once again it goes.
The extra point is good. It makes the score.
And now Huron's down just 7.
Huron, 34.
And there he goes.
There he
up
goes.
in the woods.
There. Oh,
It's a she has the ball.
it's Carla Spackler. Excuse me.
Wow.
All right. One of the Skyline faithful helping out back there.
So we finally had to wait, 46 minutes for a game.
Yeah.
I did that math in my head really quick.
It's actually 47 and 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway. It's minute 7 left in the game.
I think the air is playing with our
Huron,
heads now.
obviously, their only chance is to go for the onside kick. I think they need to go for that pounded into the turf one to see if it'll bounce up high instead of the pooch
The lob one
rainbow.
didn't work.
Because Skyline's going to have players back there to catch that little pooch up in the air rainbow kick.
Well, from one of my most favorite movies, The Water Boy, the kicker needs to pick out the one guy that doesn't want the ball and kick it right at him. Look over who you want it not to have.
It looks like he's going to kick it to the left towards the far sideline, but you never know.
Whoever has the cleanest jersey on, kick it to him because he hasn't been in.
There it is.
He's down
It's
on
on
the
the
ground.
turf.
That ball's loose.
Ball was
Rats
loose on
got
the
it.
turf. Now the River Rats are celebrating.
They're fighting down there. You never know what's going on.
Referees are going to unpile it, see who's got the ball. Yeah, they're still fighting for it down there. You can tell.
It's my ball. No, it's my ball. Get your hand off of it. Oh, this is a big call here.
It's Skyline ball.
Skyline recovers. First down, Skyline.
Whew. Man, that was a great effort, though.
Yeah, he dropped it. It was on the turf.
Willie Clark.
Oh, and then there's 2 Skyline guys there that just piled on top of it. So,
First and 10, Skyline.
The
a
River
little
Rats had
wishful
the
thinking
opportunity,
for them.
though.
They really did. And you got to applaud the effort of not giving up. Throughout the entire second half, they battled and battled and battled and made this a respectable game. Again, I'm going to stick with my first comment, though. Score is no indication on how much of a wide margin this game was.
Now the Skyline faithful breathing a sigh of relief after that onside attempt.
This is a weird victory formation.
Yeah, why would you have wide receivers? I don't quite get that.
Maybe they're going to pass it.
Well, Crawford makes the call, and he's going to kneel on it.
Sky Crawford takes the knee.
And Huron can do
usually-
nothing to stop the clock. Under
Usually
a
you
minute
have
to play.
somebody deep on that play in case there's a
Herman
bad
Edwards
snap.
play?
Yeah, you never know. So I think we'll have one more snap, and that should do it.
Yeah, no Joe Pisarcik's on the field here. Clock running under 45 seconds now.
They just need to wait until it gets down to 35 and then take a snap. He knows it. Good job, Crawford. Now I can take a snap.
And he's waiting until it's under 30. Still hasn't taken a snap yet. Now he kneels it down. And that's the ball game as time will run out And Skyline will come away with the 41-34 victory. Any comments and thoughts, Kevin?
Well, yeah, I can't wait to pick up Franklin Purcell, or Purcell Franklin, and put him on my fantasy team. Started out the game great. Nice night by Crawford, the quarterback. I'm really unfortunate for the River Rats. I was really impressed with their freshman quarterback. He got dinged up there in the fourth quarter, but I got to say, I like the way the Rats didn't give up and they came back. Nice homecoming win, though, for the Eagles.
Thank you, Kevin. I'd like to thank all the people that make this production possible as the teams shake hands at midfield. Our director, Rob Cross. Audio replay by Josh Smith. CG Ops by Carl McCoy. And our camera guys and lady, Chris Mawson, Katsumi Nagai, Paul Sutherland, and Dana Denha. And for Kevin Bryant, this is Pete Poyer. Once again, the final from Skyline is Skyline 41 and Huron 34.